Computer.
Boom.
Hi.
Okay.
Just wanted to
Can
let you
hear
know
you.
that they cannot hear you on Instagram. So if
Okay. Can you
somebody
hear me
on
now?
can you yes. Okay, everybody's saying yes that they
Okay.
can hear you. Okay, perfect.
Put your volume down, okay? Because I can hear myself speak. And you can listen to
All
me
right.
through the other one. But
My volume
I'm
is
over here.
down.
I'm talking to you actually through Instagram. But people on this is my show face, guys. Okay. People on Facebook. Red Cup Thursdays. I got this from it was church Sunday. He was doing some
Yes.
furtick. He was doing the furtick.
Yes.
Guys,
Verdict.
welcome to Red Cup Thursdays. Freddie Baez, your favorite lender, hanging out with Mrs. Baez today. And I'm still getting really good with pointing in the right direction for my Facebook peeps, for my Instagram peeps, hanging out with
It's
Baez.
up.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. I hope, is it the same everywhere? Guys, welcome to Red Cup Thursdays for 4/8/2021. We're hanging out with Mrs. Baez today, and she is a branding genius, business mentor that has been scaling left and right different businesses, marketing at a really high level. Um, but it's definitely been a journey, right? There's been a lot of growth in the
Oh
last,
yeah.
I would say, 10 years. I mean, there's been a growth has been something that has been part of the story for a long time, but the last 10 years in particular has had a very purposeful growth take place. So
Mm-hmm.
the idea of the show today is to kind of just share what we have learned along the way. Josie being the guest, I'm going to definitely point all the directions at her. We're hanging out on Instagram, so make sure that you guys follow Josie Buys on Instagram. And what's the handle?
It's at Josie Bias.
At Josie Buys. You guys saw that, right? That was pretty. That was a good punchline sinker. So you guys can follow her, and we're going to chat a little bit. So let's start this off. So let's number one, thank you for coming onto the show. But tell me about you.
Oh my God. This question is super awkward because like I never know how to answer it. I am a mom, obviously. I am 32 years old. I am a Latina. I love everything business and women empowerment. I currently have a love for coaching women. It's always been my passion to just help others grow and see the potential that they have and harbor within them. I'm a lover of all things creative. I went to FIU. I am a New York City gal, born and raised. Been married to this really hot guy for 11 years. And I just, my goal in life is just to be a good human. That's about me. If you want to know like more things about me, then let's be friends and let's connect and chat.
Awesome. All right, that was pretty. That was pretty awesome. Did you script that?
No.
You know, that was pretty good. So, guys, for you, mad love for the people on Instagram and for you on Facebook, guys. There's going to be, I think, a lot of value here, at least from the way that I perceive it. There's going to be a lot of nuggets, some funny stories, but definitely things that I think that may help someone that may be, 10 years back when it comes to it. It doesn't necessarily have to be about where you're at in business or where you're at in life. There's a lot that I have to learn. I can tell you that, but from I can at least tell you from my experience, or Josie can tell you from her experiences that there definitely has been some turbulence that has given us some growth. So do us a favor, share the live with if you're on Instagram, let them know that we're hanging out. When it comes to the show, share. Make sure that other people are out there that may need to listen to some of these words, and this would be tremendous value for them. So first question of the day.
Excited. Go easy on me.
It's gonna be pretty simple. Mindset, right? Damn, it's gonna be
Okay.
pretty simple. Mindset. There's only 1,000 books that are written daily on mindset, right? But mindset. What are three things someone should do to better mindset? And just let's talk about daily, for example. What are three things, or weekly, whichever way you want to structure it? Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes. Okay, mindset is everything, right? I think that it's the essence of who you are. I feel like it's the gasoline. It's almost like gasoline to a car, right? Mindset is the fuel to what I do, to my business, to who I am as a mom, to who I am as a wife. It's everything, right? So the question was, what are three things that I recommend for somebody to do daily to have a better mindset, correct?
Correct.
Um, Number one, stop and appreciate the progress that you have done. Sometimes we don't give ourselves enough grace. Like we just kind of just feel like we need to be at the pace of somebody else. Success is yours and it's unique to you, right? Success is your DNA. It's like a DNA. Nobody has it, right? It's just unique to you. So make sure that you stop and appreciate the progress that you've done and that you're able to replace a negative thought with a positive one. And that's something that you need to come up and, on yourself, like on your own. It's called like an anchor, right? Like if I'm thinking about, oh my God, I'm so behind, I'll replace that negative thought with, you know what? I actually got this project done yesterday. So I'm just rewarding myself for the progress that I've done. The second thing is get yourself a mentor, because sometimes we need to hear things from somebody aside, like somebody that's not our partner, somebody that's not our best friend. And I feel like mentors are very underestimated. So getting yourself a mentor that's going to like lift you and able to realign you and refocus you is extremely crucial, because they'll help you get your mindset right, right? They won't allow you to go down the rabbit hole of negative thoughts. And I would have to say the last one would be to literally self-loathe in personal development every single morning or at night. And personal development can look different for everyone, right? Personal development can be a podcast. It can be, a book that you read, a blog. It can be church. It can be whatever renews your mind and helps you to get realigned with the task at hand.
Hashtag. Where's the hashtag bars? Hashtag bars. Quick shout out on Facebook, Mom Dukes, Grisero Leyana. She is the lady that created me. That's my mom. Much love.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming onto the show. Now, as my mom, I do recommend that you share the show
Hi,
because I'm
mommy.
sure someone on the feed that is going to go ahead and need these words. And I'll say it in Spanish on the next show, but I got you with that one in English today. All right. So just hitting you back a little bit with that, right? We
Yeah.
spoke about the first one being grace, right? I think this is probably the most difficult one that we have in today's world, because we tend to look at everything from the perspective of someone looking from the outside in, and it's like if we're a report card, I'm going to go
Yeah.
ahead and see, well, what are they looking at, right? Am I this baseball card to someone? And I do the baseball card reference obviously because at one point I had them, but someone may be looking from the outside in, but is that really relevant, right? At the end of the day, you have to be able to give yourself grace where you're currently at, and you have to look at your own report card. It's almost irrelevant on how someone else is grading you. Now, I say almost because there are structures, societal structures that matter, right? I'm a dad at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
So I have the creation that I was blessed with, Sadia, right? That view right there matters to me, right? If she says, "Dad, you know what? This is not something that I would have thought that you would have done," or even our dogs, right? They say, "Be the person that your dog thinks you are." Right. To
Yep.
me, I do care about what Sazu thinks, and I do care about what Luna thinks, because they're part of my family, right? But last time I checked, your last name ain't Baez. And the bills that coming in they ain't got your name on it. So I got to give myself grace every day on these the levels that I'm trying to go ahead and obtain. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I thought that was, I thought there was a lot of value in that. I think it's also an
Yeah.
extremely deep concept, though. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So cool. I really like that one out of the three that you mentioned. When it comes to
Yes.
self love, and I think this is the one that it can there's going to be some great lines here that I may dance on, right?
Yeah.
But I keep it real. I keep it 1,000 every single time. So self love. What is self love, and what are daily activities that one can do to support self love? Like eating crackers and popcorn. Complete. I like the comments. That
Or
is self love.
McDonald's fries.
That is self love. But we got to run it off. We got to run it
Yeah.
off, and it can't just be the running man. It has, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But give me a little bit of that.
I think self love looks different for you than it looks for me. I think that's an individual definition, but I can speak for myself where self love is something that you do to take care of you, of your mind, of your body, of your spirit. It's something that, rejuvenates you, right? That gets you back together. And I guess for the most part that it centers you back, right? To like it balances you out, right? Because the day for me can go like this or like this. I think that performing a little bit of self-love is like my balance, right? Um and I mean, how can what was the next question? I'm sorry.
It was just twofolded. What is it, and then how can you support it?
Okay, yeah, so that's what it is to me. And the way that I support self-love is honestly, it takes a lot of courage to be yourself, like in a world where you're constantly told that you aren't enough, or that you're 32, you're supposed to be here, or that what you're doing doesn't match with what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, the Instagram comments are cracking me up. But it's kind of hard to be yourself and accept yourself. And I think that that's number one in self-love, is accepting your journey, where you are and who you are as a person, right? Because it's such a systemized world, and because the world tells us that we should be something else and we should look different, and we should be at a certain weight, it is extremely difficult for us to perform that. But I truly feel that, number one, people don't determine who you are and what you like to do. Only you do so. So if your self-love, means going on top of a mountain, which me and you have discussed, going on top of the mountain and disconnecting, talking, like, just being with nature, then you do that. But make sure that you find something that fulfills you, because you are not what you do. You are not only work, right? You are not only a mom or an aunt or a husband. You're Freddie and I'm Josie, and there's things that I enjoy. One of the things I do, and I know that you don't love this, but I buy candles all the time, even when I have candles at home.
Buying candles.
Like I'm always stocked up on candles, and I have candles that I haven't used. But like if there's a new scent, I want it, because aromatherapy is my thing. Getting my nails done, doing my hair and feeling good about myself is my thing. Listening to music is my form of self-love. So it's just about, finding what centers you and what balances you and what helps you be stress-free at the moment, something that just disconnects you. That's my definition of self-love. And honestly, it's the most important thing that you should do. I mean, I start my self-love in the morning by journaling. And I will not feel guilty by, turning on a candle, during my meetings. Like it can be incorporated in so many ways. So I hope that answered
Okay.
your question.
No, that's great. Here's my thing. I'm gonna play a little bit of devil's advocate with you. Not even with you. I just This should have been like Red Cup Thursdays uncut. Like it should have been that BET. Like when you turned it on at 1 o'clock and you're like, was that really that rap video that I was not
Yeah.
supposed to watch that? This shouldn't be on TV, right?
And the fact that we have like our friends on here who know us so well, like they know that I'm like a candle burner, like it's making me really laugh. The comments are hilarious. Keep them
For
coming,
sure.
guys.
For sure. And I promised I wasn't going to touch on the candles. The candles is basically people have to have a home equity line of credit nowadays to have the damn candles that they want. But here's what I was going to say. there's, in my opinion, man, I think I may be struck down by some people for this. They might not be on this on the chat though. Self-love is not working towards getting diabetes. Self-love is not working towards increasing your anxiety, right?
Yeah.
Self-love, honestly, first comes with individual value. How
Yeah.
can I love myself, or how can I give myself love if I don't value myself, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people in the world today, in my opinion, that preach self-love when they're actually exercising self-hate,
That's
right?
right.
And
That's
what
a
what
word.
I'm really, and it's not even so clear. The thing is, the way the world is today, I feel that it's incredibly, and I'm speaking a lot to the women in the chat right now, because I say it all the time in my household, and I got a 10-year-old female at the house, that it's like, man, the world is tough for a girl today, man. I mean, everything
Right.
that's out there is strategically placed in a certain way. The colors are a certain way. People physically look a certain way to make that the standard that people want to hold themselves against. Now, my gentlemen out there, same thing. It's out there. But man, the way that it is for women, it's crazy. These standards, and mind you, I live in South Florida.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they got surgeries out here by subscription. Like, it's insane. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So, and
Yeah.
that to me isn't realistic. I think that real men should be able to actually value people that value themselves, right?
Yeah.
So, when it comes to self love, guys, in my opinion, it's internal. You got to first focus on that, number one, and then strive to be able to get better at that, get better as self, being in a position of growth consistently. So, the thing is, these things can, I can go on for that for an hour and a half,
That's a
and
different
the way
life.
the way my battery is set up, right? So next question for you. Let's talk a little bit about goals. Okay,
Yes.
what can someone do to support striving for their goals?
Okay. So this is like right down my alley, right? Like I love my half of my team is on here. There's nothing more that I love than coaching women and coaching you to achievable goals, right? So what can someone do daily to assist them in working towards their goals? Number one is having micro goals. Okay? If you are trying to be a millionaire, you can't give yourself the goal of having 500,000 in 2 months. So it's breaking your big goals into micro commitments, into realistic things that are achievable for you, right? So for example, like I really want to lose 15 pounds by my birthday. I cannot lose 15 pounds in 1 week. What I'm going to do is just break that, be realistic with myself. Okay, maybe 2 pounds this week. 2 pounds a week is more of a realistic goal. So number one is having those micro commitments and setting your goals up monthly, right? So having your goals set up for the month, like what do you want to accomplish in April? Right? What does Lily want to accomplish in April? What does Freddie want to do in April? And writing those goals down. There's something about the pen hitting the paper that helps you actualize your goals because you're seeing it, right? If you just keep it in here, it's just a dream. So make sure that you're writing down your goals. And I'm trying to look at both platforms. But also having someone holding you accountable to those goals, right? The highest form of love is accountability. So like for me, it's you. It's when I tell you a goal, I'm like, okay, I need to make sure that this is my goal because this guy's going to be like on my ass until I get it done. Right? So it's having somebody who can hold you accountable. It's having somebody who can tell you like, how are you looking today? What have you done today to reach that goal? What activities or what income producing activities have you done today to reach that goal? One of my biggest things about making sure that I stay on task and that I actually do things to achieve my goals is time blocking. It's telling my time where to go. So literally my day is broken up into the time that I have for Sadia and helping her with school. It's broken down to my self-development time, you know, when I'm focused on my real estate business, when I'm focused on my network marketing business, when I'm out with my clients, you know, helping them grow their brand. So it's about time blocking and telling your time where to go, right? You don't want to be like, you know, going around como la gallina turuleca. I don't know how to say that in English, but
That's a
basically,
good
you know.
track. That's a good track. La gallina turuleca is a good track.
So it's about, you know, just making sure that you stay time blocked. And then, and most importantly, is making your goals achievable and rewarding yourself when you hit small milestones. I think that's super important. You know, like I told you, we had this conversation, obviously, where this is getting a little personal, but it's okay. I feel comfortable. But I told you, like, once I hit that specific goal, I text you this morning, is it okay if I do something twice a month? Right? Or is it okay, let's say, if I sign up for another membership or another, you know, whatever it is, or can I buy 20 more candles?
If I'm gonna get
You know?
one more damn candle.
But it's about also rewarding yourself, because that's going to keep you motivated and that's going to give you momentum.
Facts. So we're doing one of these again.
One of the verdict
This is
claps.
good. This is a verdict clap for sure.
I vote for candles. Same here, girl. Lonnie, me and you can't be together.
If y'all follow Steve Furtick, remind you, I don't necessarily follow him too much, but I have heard his preaching. He likes to break things down like we do in the hood when it comes to no, yo te dije que, right? Listen, guys, write this one down. Don't be upset by the results you didn't get with the work you didn't
do.
Is that simple? When it comes to goals, whether it's micro commitments, whether you're in that sprint or you're in the marathon, you got to literally show up at a high level every single day if you want to go ahead and attain them. There is absolutely nothing that provides the life that you want at a high level if you aren't committed to the activities at a high level. I don't really give a crap of what the activities are. If the activity is something you can't get yourself through, then at the end of the day, you don't deserve the life that you want to go ahead and live. That's on you. It ain't on nothing else, because ain't no one owe you nothing. All right?
That's right.
I'm not sure how good this is looking for my professional image, because I normally don't have so much of a twang in my voice when I have a tie on, but it's getting a little uncut on Instagram. And my guys on Facebook, I love all of you. Now, by the way, I think my mom thinks she's talking on a stream because she's on comment 17 posted on my Facebook. I think exactly. Support each other. Love you, Mom. Listen.
Yes.
The point is this, guys, and I'm probably going to end the chat pretty soon. Self-love, motivation, focusing, grinding. A lot of us on here have such a journey to still run, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to break the ice a little bit. I'm probably going to come on here and do these things more often, but there's been some times that y'all thought I was a grump. I'm not a grump. I'm just grinding. And when I'm grinding, I don't necessarily got to smile when I'm grinding. But those of you that have been to my house, those of you that do know me, know that I try to keep it real 100%. The last moment, I really don't want to talk about that piece of it, but give me a super mom moment that you've had. I think there's a lot of them. I probably know it, but give me a super mom moment.
All right. Well, I have a lot of super mom moments. But the most recent one was, I think it was spring break, like 2 weeks ago. We went to Sunny Isles Beach, and my best friend, who's also happens to be Sadia's godmother, was here. And the water was perfect, you guys. She was having a blast. Sadia's not really like a sand, like she doesn't really like the beach, which is crazy. I'm like, whose child are you? Like, how do you not like the beach? Like, I live at the beach. I'm a freaking mermaid. But so we get in the water. And we're in Sunny Isles Beach, and there's like a dock where the lifeguards kind of stand. And, you know, I don't know what it is. I feel like us moms, we have like an additional radar that tells us like, dude, imminent danger before imminent danger gets there. But the guy blows his whistle, and he was like half a mile away from me, but it's a loud whistle. But I swear my super mom moment was that I read his lips from half a mile. It's probably impossible, but he's like, shark in the water. And so Sadia, I literally grabbed Sadia like, it was like I was super strong. I don't know, but I grabbed her by the waist and flinged her out of the water and threw her to the shore. It must have been like, 8 feet that I did that. And I'm like, I don't know where that power came from, but I was just making sure that my kid got out of the water. I got out afterwards, but it was just the way that I grabbed her and flinged her to shore that I was like, dude, it's literally sink or swim. It's like my fight or flight just kicked in. So that was my super mom moment.
That's
I
dope.
have a lot, but
Sadia's still recovering. She broke 2 arms on the. No, I'm just kidding. She didn't break anything, thank God. So here, guys, I was about to do the Ferdy thing, but this was not a Ferdy clap moment. All right. At the end of the day, guys, we're just trying to show love. This is just a way to show love. Josie is someone that is always available, regardless of what the situation is. If there's a question, something that you're going through, doesn't mean that she's necessarily going to have the right words at the right time, but it may just be that you need a soundboard, someone that
yeah.
has you open up and express yourself. Obviously, you guys know you can reach through social media. Believe it or not, I'm one that I'm open for that 100% of the time. If there's any way that I can help you pick up your head one day, or hey, if I haven't posted too often or anything like that, it's been 3 years since I normally post every 2.5 years. It's been 3 years. Hit me up. Maybe I'm going through some crap. At the end of the day, Josie, if someone has that conversation, the best email for you would be josie.mota.baez@gmail.com.
Yes, that would be the best email, or reach out to me on my Instagram. And those that know me know that I am like an open book, and honestly, like it fills my cup when I'm helping others. You know, it's something I think that me and you share common ground in, where we just love lifting others and coaching them and talking to them. And yeah, like Freddie said, if you just need a soundboard and you just want to vent, and you just need somebody to just hear you out. Or I tell my girls all the time, dude, my house is an open door. Like, come whenever, come as you are. I will cook for you, I will spoil you. Please just reach out to us.
For sure, guys, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out, or not hanging up. Mierda, it's been way too long today. Time para desconectarme. I love all you guys. Listen, anything you need, the Bias family is here for you. Guys
Yes.
on Facebook, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. As you know, share the video. I think there was some golden nuggets in there. And if there's anything that I didn't say that I might not know, share with me, as I'm always open for growth and for learning, as is Josie. You guys have a blessed night. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.